Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to my Patreon, my YouTube channel, Rumble, and of course, always welcome to Frankincense School of Mystical Arts, which you can always find me there at fsma.life. So, kicking off September, I just have to say that we are in this major warlike energy. We are. This week, moving forward, is where I've been shown stuff is going to really start to hit the fan. It's starting to get super chaotic. Lots of information. This is one thing that I was shown that I have to share with you. That situation, that issue in Afghanistan, you never know what words you can say and what words you can't, because it's like you have to really sift through them and then hope that you're not going to be tagged. It's really annoying because I've been blocked a lot. So the situation that I see happening, Spirit is shown, and they keep saying it's not what you think, it's not what you think, that the issues, the events, the situations have happened, but it's the degree and the level that may not be quite 100% accurate. That's what they're showing, is that it may happen this much, but they're making it seem like this. And it's not even talking about the casualties to where my prayers go out to them 100%. My prayer, my heart goes out to them. It's not even talking about that whatsoever. It's to do with some of the things that they said that they've done, that they say that they're going to do. I get that may not 100% be accurate. They're embellishing it. They're turning it into something more. But I do get that it's real. But the degree and the level. And it just goes along with everything that's going on with the planet. The whole, the piece of paper that to get from one place to the next, you show your little card and then you move on. Or, right here, that feels like that it's all being so blown out of proportion on what is really real. So they keep showing me, when you watch and you hear of different events and situations that happen and are happening, it's probably happening, but just not to the scale of what they're saying. So that's the part I really want to reiterate. But now moving into the end of January, that's a lot of concerning energy. And I don't like it whatsoever. And we're going to talk further on that because that's going to come up. Lots of perhaps like attacks, perhaps. And I'm sure that was the wrong word too. I'm sure like different situations like that I do get probably will happen. And I do get even throughout the whole world. I don't see this just being isolated to just the US. I do not. I see where it could be happening everywhere. I do see where Russia's now going to start to step forward. Also, you have China. I get all these different countries are now going to start to step forward, where we may see it within the next week, even 2 weeks tops. I do get all of a sudden they're in the game and all this erratic things happening from them, because I don't get it's just going to subside. I don't see just one announcement and we're done. I wish I could say that. I know people who are saying, oh, but something's going to happen. It's going to make it all just go away. I don't really see that. I just don't. I get that it's going to be to where, and the reason why certain things have been delayed, and because there's not going to be just one big announcement, is because there are certain people who are not waking up. They're not seeing it. They're really kind of dug their heels into the ground here, and they're not wanting to see what the truth is. They're just kind of really happy in their own little world, and they're totally feeling content there. And so that's why it's like one thing after another, I do see happening. So those people who are awake and those people who are aware, I don't see them really being affected. So pay attention to that, because those are the ones that I see being protected. And even in my near-death experience video on the White Light City, I see we're creating that right now. If you'll remember, I said that people will walk right past you like they didn't even see you. You were not even there. And I do see that happening too. So I just want you to know, the more spiritually awake you are, the more I do not see you really being affected. I see you being protected and watched over and guided, because within the next few months, I get that we're going to have the two governments, the two timelines happening at once, where you have over here, you have the good guys sharing information and facts and court cases and all that, because oh my gosh, watch for the court cases, one after another, just boom, 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 boom. It's crazy. But I'm glad, because this is where you're going to see that the truth is going to come out, is with one court case after another. People won't be able to argue with that. They'll try. And that's why, unfortunately, I see this big event happening. What has happened so far is not even close to the big event that I see happening. I wish I could say otherwise, but I can't. But it's leading up to it if people don't wake up. But remember, I see the galactic consciousness coming down, putting this protection around people, to where I see that if your stuff is cleaned up, you probably won't be affected too much. Not like it could have been. So that's huge. But September is going to be a really, really big month, and you're not going to know what's the truth and what isn't. And as far as this goes, and that piece of paper goes, or the computer software goes, unfortunately, I see where there could be certain companies who still, even though certain states don't mandate it, there may be certain businesses that would. I know, it's like, are you kidding me? I know, I'm with you. So it's like everything happening at once, and it's going to get really insane, super chaotic. But the main message I really have to reiterate to you, it's not quite what you think. Read in between the lines, and I need to do a video on that. But it's not quite what you think, and Spirit keeps yelling, it's not what you think. It's not as big as you think. Look at the pictures you're being shown. When they showed some of the Afghanistan troops, man, their clothes were clean, their shoes were clean. They're like, you see people dressed in white, and boy, it's spotless. And you say, yeah, but those were the big guys, giving the orders. What about the people in the trucks? Boy, their shoes were clean. Their shoes were clean. Their clothes were clean. I didn't see any holes. I didn't see them all dirty. And here they're doing this little parade thing. But I would have thought their vehicles would have been more dirty than what they were. That to me was a big red flag. So I had to go ask, like, wait a minute. I would think if you're in the middle of a big event, you wouldn't be so clean. Like, you'd be dirty in some capacity. I'm not seeing that. And that's what really put up the big red flag. It's almost like they were put into place to look a certain way. I'm just telling you, you go look. And maybe I'm not seeing something, but Spirit has yelled, it's not what you think. But I do see bad things happening. Oh yes, I'm not discrediting that whatsoever. But it may not quite be as you thought. But watch for the other countries that are going to step forward, because we are just getting started in the ugly. So blessings to you. I just wanted to jump on and share that with you. I love you all so very much. And if you like, if you're enjoying these videos, like, subscribe, please do share. It's really difficult getting out there because I keep getting pegged. So anyway, you can always find me on Frankincense School of Mystical Arts, which is fsma.live. And please join my Patreon. But blessings to you. Take care.